weeks of action within the week. While speaking on the seizures that he made, as the FOU made in the course of the 3 weeks, Comptroller Shuaibu said, "Today, I'm pleased to report significant breakthroughs achieved by our dedicated officers and operatives through intelligence-driven operations over the past 3 weeks. These efforts," he said, "led to a total of 76 interceptions of smuggled and contraband goods, which include the following: 4,068 bags of foreign parboiled rice, that's of 50 kilograms each, equivalent to 7 trailer loads. 20 used Tokumbo vehicles, including 2 Ashok Leyland drilling trucks, as means of conveyance. 485 jerrycans of 25 liters of premium motor spirit, totaling 12,125 liters. 120 bales of used clothing. 57 parcels of cannabis sativa. 47 cartons of foreign poultry products. 770 jerrycans of 25 liters of foreign vegetable oil. In addition to these, the controller revealed that they made notable seizures involving 8 containers with misdeclared goods or attempts to evade duties. The breakdown is as follows: 4 times 40 foot containers with this registration MSKU 1629589, sacks of used shoes and canvas. Another one MSKU 0733723, auto spare parts, used tires and vehicles. TCNU 9441240 has furniture in it. ACLU 9673721 with spare parts, used tires and vehicles. Dr. Aziz, what do you think about these seizures by FOU?
Well, it is a great thing, and that is one of the things they were grateful to do. So we call it economic saboteur. So FOU over the years have done a great things, in terms of the carnivores, saliva that they seize. If that gets into the street, it will affect the nation, and a nation without the healthy is leading to a collapse.
Thank you very much for that. Yeah, of course, they are known for, it's mostly an enforcement unit, and their intervention is in nature, trying to clear up what has been, passed through all those checks. Those that fall through the safety net, so to speak.
Yeah.
Those
we have to discuss based on that. Physically
Of course, we are going to discuss. That's why you're here today. We are going to talk in depthly about this. But let's get on with the news of the week. The KLT command, that's another command other than the Nigerian Customs Service, the Kirikiri Lighter Terminal Command. And the news: in line with the mandate of protection of the national economy and the reason of public safety, the Kirikiri Lighter Terminal of the Nigerian Customs Service seized and has handed over some cartons of classified items. The Customs Area Controller of the Command, Comptroller Husa Joy Edelduk, revealed that the period of January to June 2025, the command recorded a total revenue collection of 89,205,500,741 naira 85 kobo only as revenue for the period. That's over 6 months. In anti-smuggling operations, Comptroller Edelduk informed the pressmen that the command maintained a posture of alertness, discipline, and zero tolerance for infractions. She reported that the enforcement team intercepted 2 40-foot containers identified as HLBU 106-7338 and HLBU 2239792, all loaded with expired pharmaceutical products with a cumulative duty paid value, that's DPV, of 130 million naira only. The street value of the seized cough syrup with an above the standard level of codeine is 7 billion naira. That's Dr. Aziz. That's another potential damage to the public health that has been taken off the street.
In fact, it is very unfortunate that weeks in, weeks out, this is your being made every day. So kudos to the Nigerian Custom Service for not sleeping over it. Like I said earlier on, if this thing gets to the straight market, we don't know who is going to affect. But definitely it's going to affect our future. Who are the future? The children we still around.
Yeah, we shall come over that again. We shall come back to it. There's also something else in the news. This is about the proposed hike in licensing fees for both the freight forwarders, the licensed customs agents, the bonded terminal owners, and even chandlers. Let's look at the news first. Senior officials of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAF, have called on the Controller General of Customs of the Nigerian Customs Service and its management to exercise restraint in the proposed review of the licensing fees for customs agents. They also emphasize the urgent need for all stakeholders to gain full proficiency in the newly introduced Bodogu technology platform to ensure smooth cargo clearance operations. Speaking in separate interviews, the chairman of NAGAV at Maritime Mohammed Airport Chapter, Forda Udo Onyeka, and his vice chairman, engineer forwarder Sulaiman Fatai Ayomide, urged the NCS to consider Nigeria's current economic realities before implementing any fee adjustments. They warned that a steep increase could result in widespread loss of licenses among members. Forda Onyeka cautioned that exorbitant fees might open the door for foreign entities to dominate the clearing business, sidelining Nigerian professionals. He advocated for a moderate upward review, suggesting a range between 500,000 and 1 million naira, which he believes will be more sustainable for local agents. Dr. Aziz, the licensing fee, of course, you are in a better position to know this, has been increased from 515,000 naira to 10 million naira. That's about a 200% increase. What do you think about that, this particular one?
It has been increased.
It's been proposed. So the implementation is to start on the 1st of January next year.
It has been agreed yet. So it can go down the road.
Okay.
Until an agreement is reached.
Okay. Okay. We'll wait to see. Basically, what we have in the news today. Let's talk about the next one. But that's the main topic for which we are here today. It's about the 4% increase on 4% charge on free on board. Okay, let me read the news first. The recently reintroduced 4% tariff on free on board on imported cargoes is causing freight forwarders and licensed customs agents, as well as their clients, the importers, a great deal of distress. The free on board simply is an international shipping term that indicates when ownership and responsibility for goods transfer from seller to buyer. It is commonly used in sea and inland waterway transportation. Essentially, it defines at what point the seller's responsibility of the goods ends and the buyer's responsibility begins during the shipping process. The reason for the anticipated storm is that, for one, the introduction of the 4% FOB charge into the Customs and Excise Management Act, SEMA of 2023, is said by most stakeholders to be an undiscussed article which was smuggled into the act by some unknown forces and successfully passed into law. And of course, the implementation has started about over a week ago. Dr. Aziz, this is what we are going to dwell on today. But we will have to go on break a little bit and then come back.
From coast to coast, border to border, the economy, shipping, imports, exports, land water transportation will bring you all through the voices of our two experienced presenters, Francis Chilaka and Dili Utomi, with a tier of notable experts in the industry. Join us this Sunday, 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. live on the Maritime and Border Show here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Join us.
You are welcome back to the program. This is VOP 90.3 FM. It is the Maritime and Border Show. My name remains Dili Utomi. On the program today, we have a very experienced practitioner within the freight forwarding and the licensed customs agents business. His name is Dr. Abayomi Mustafa. Dr. Mustafa was born to the family of Alhaji Abbas Mustafa in Ajebo, Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State. Young Aziz attended Baptist Primary School, Kushofe, and later Orishigun High School, where he obtained his senior secondary school certificate. He later secured admission into the Lagos State Polytechnic for his ordinary national diploma in business administration and later proceeded to Yaba College of Education, where he bagged a higher diploma, national diploma in the same business administration. He is a member of the World Partner Alliance, member Special Freight Forward Network (SFN), China Logistics Club (CLC), Freight Network Corporation (FNC), fellow the Institute of Management Specialists (UK), fellow Institute of Transport and Management Technology, and member of Ikeja Golf Club. Dr. Aziz, you're very much welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
That's a very big CV you have there.
Thank you.
I'm jealous.
There are more you don't put, but it's okay.
You're very much welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you once again.
Yes. Today, we are talking about the reintroduction of the 4% free on-board charge. That's on imported goods by the Nigerian Customs Service. It's been in operation now. The implementation has taken effect. First and foremost, to you, to the average man, layman in the street, what does this grammar? What does it mean? 4% charge on 4% FOB charge on imported goods. What does it mean?
Well, thank you again for having me. Just like you asked, to the layman on the street, doesn't understand the terms. In a supply chain and shipping, what we use is times, and the times means a lot for us. So FOB means freight on board. And period to this, Nigerian Customs Service don't charge. When the imported items comes, there's something we call CIF, cost, insurance, freight. The cost, the insurance, the freight. So we calculate everything and get what we call CIF, so that we can be able to generate duty, ETLS, taxes based on the goods that arrives Nigeria. Yeah. But now, Nigeria Customs has an Act 2023.
What was the percentage of the CIF?
It depends on the goods.
The value and the classification.
The value, yes, that is why I said cost, insurance, fees. It depends on the goods. For example, now let me just.
They do not charge percentage.
No. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Nigeria Customs have a new Act 2023.
Yeah.
So which is SEMA, which is they now realize that they have to charge 4% on FOB. Now, the question is, why 4% on FOB? Because initially, there is a 7% surcharge. And this 7% surcharge is strictly for the port user.
Port development.
Port development, in which Nigerian custom is part of it, making money from that 7%. Now they come again, include 4% on FOB. This only go for Nigerian Customs Service alone.
Sorry, Doc. Let me draw you back a little bit. The 7%, for the benefit of the listeners, you said the Nigerian Customs Service shares part of it with other government agencies.
Yes.
Like MPA? Or
We have VMPA, we have NIMASA, we have Shippers Council, which is the regulator of the port. So, as far as government agencies that within the maritime port sectors, they are part of it. Of course, it's necessary upgrade the equipment to take care of the infrastructure and every other activities at the port.
So that is basic.
Yes.
So take us back to the FOB. Why they brought it back?
Now, just like you said earlier on in the introduction, saying smuggling. Where you use someone smuggled the 4% into the Nigerian Customs Act. Where you say smuggling is a worse in customs. You are bringing in something that the country is not allowed. Okay? I'm just bringing out the word smuggling now. We are still going somewhere.
I read that out from the news.
Okay. So now, let it by smuggling or not smuggling, it has become a law. And there is no going back on it. Actually, when this thing was implemented in earlier of this year, there is a issue within the maritime stakeholder. Why this? Why that? No, everybody was shouting. So the custom have to suspend it. But simply because it is a law, it has to come to effect. So now, after deliberation, custom do what we call stakeholder engagement, going around the country, telling them why this will come into effect. So eventually, because it is a law, it has to come to effect, in which what they started 2 weeks ago. Now, good and fine. Now, what is the implication?
You're here to tell us that.
Yeah, the implication is the key. We all know the current reality of Nigerian economy as we speak right now. Everything is on the ×5 or ×10 of what it used to be. We have a very high inflation. Now, the terminal, the shipping company, the handler, everybody increased the services. So we are yet to finish with that. Then customs comes in with a 4%. So at the end of the day, who is going to bear this loss? Who is going to bear the cost? Is the end user. Yeah. Who are the end user? You and I is the end user. And the common man, because by the time the goods arrive in Nigeria, okay, since the beginning of the federal government decided to unify the currency, okay, things have changed drastically. Even the blind could understand. Even the cripple, a cripple that doesn't have, you understand because the effect is having on him. Now come to custom at this side, and custom is an entity that cannot be taken away in any country. They manage what we call trade facilitation. You understand me? And at the same time, revenue generation, which is the key to guard the border. Kudos to all what they have done to make sure we have a healthy environment in terms of people bringing in expired products, so many things that can affect the healthy living of a nation. Kudos to them. They are doing fantastically wonder. And kudos to the CG for bringing in the new Biodogu, which is the homemade grow, so that everything has to be homemade grow. Just like the government has doing, if you want to eat rice, we have to eat rice homemade grow. So the same philosophy custom applied. Yeah. But however, there's a problem. The problem where there is a glitch in the network, and cargo has been delayed at the port.
Yeah. Doc, we'll go back to the issue of Bodogu, but let's talk in depthly more about this FOB.
Okay. Yes, I'm going there. I'm just trying to so that for the layman
Yeah.
to understand the concept of this 4% FOB, because it's affecting the people on the street, including you and I. Now, the cost of goods definitely will go high because of this 4% custom introduced according to the law. So there is nothing anybody can do about it. So
Sorry, Doc. Before you go further, there are other charges. The basic 5 charges that the customs are supposed to get revenue from. We talked about the duty payment. You talk about the port development charge. You talk about the value-added tax. You talk about the other things that the customs do charge for imported goods. The 4% charge in Naira and Kobo. How do we quantify the implication of the because what it means now, like what you're saying, is that it's an added cost to the cost of goods clearance, have you?
yes,
If importers cannot afford the goods that have already been imported to clear them because of this charge, what does it? What is the cost of clearing goods? What is the implication on them?
all right. Thank you for that. We have seen this different kind of scenario. If the goods arrive in Nigeria and the importer was unable because of the 4% or due to one thing or the other, Nigerian custom give you 90 days, 3 months for you to clear your goods. After the 90 days have expired and the goods stay at the port, it will become overtime. After a while, Nigerian government can auction it out. That is what the law said. Nigeria, but the law did not ask what lead to the shipment being left behind at the port. One, it's not contraband, it's not a goods that harmful to the nation or to the individual, but because of financial constraint. And mind you, every organization that wanted to import goods into Nigeria, they will do what we call analysis, cost analysis. So due to the exchange rate, okay, they do their cost and okay, bring it. At the end of the day, when the goods arrive, it will be a different ball game. So now, if they have budgeted 10 million naira, this is an example, a 40-feet container, including the custom duty, the port, the terminal, the charges, the delivery, all everything. At the end of the day, when the shipment arrives in Nigeria, it's now times 3 of that amount. How did they going to do it? Who is the end user going to buy? How did they get the money to buy it? Because you have to look at the end user. What is the end user is saying? There is no money at the end user simply because of the high inflation.
Doc, in the course of the deliberation, you said the customs went around, tried to deliberate and talk to people about the need for them because this FOB charge has become law.
Yes.
Did they have they said anything about the problem that may arise? Maybe in the immediate terms, let them maybe the demurrage that they may be incurred because of your inability to quickly raise a fund to clear those goods as a result of the implementation of this 4%. Are they going to forgo the demurrage and the storage charge, the storage charges on the terminal operators and the demurrage on the empty containers? Will they forgo that, or will they find, is there any middle way of trying to sort of ameliorate the effect of the implementation of this? And then for the common man in the streets, what are the plans in order to ensure that the cost of goods does not skyrocket?
All right. In terms of the shipping charges and the terminal operator, they have nothing to do about this because they are here to make money,
okay,
and to make business. And we have been saying this thing for over 20 years plus. Okay? So, in the days of container, in the days of what's this called before the Biodogun, the managing the web fountain.
Web fountain.
Yeah, those are days then when they will have a network down like 2-3 days or mostly a week. Nobody responsible for anything. When the neck trust is back, it is your own problem. So the shipping and the terminal will not even give you access to give you a waiver. They will tell you it's not their problem. The terminal is there for you to come and carry your container. Then bank. When the banks are changing from one platform to another, network also down. You understand me? The shipping company and the terminal, they also feel the same thing, but they know come and carry your container is none of our business. So at the end of the day, it is the importer that will bear that, and when importer bear that, it is going to add
That's
that
the cost.
the cost
To the consumer.
to the consumer.
Okay, so there's no middle way in terms of the incurring of demurrage and
No, there is
that was not discussed at all.
at all. It won't discuss.
So it's to attend to Israel, as in the importer, your own, and the licensed customs agents and the freight forwarders, whatever cost you incur, you pass it to
Definitely.
the consumer.
Exactly. That is how it works. And the government know about this. The custom too know about this.
Yeah, Doc. Let's this is an audience participatory program. Let's reel out the numbers to the our listeners so that they can call in to ask you a couple of questions.
All right.
This is the Maritime and Border Show. My name is Dile Utomi. We have Dr. Aziz Abayomi Mustafa on the show today. And you can call in on these numbers: 0700 9039 03903. Let me repeat that: 070 090 390 3903. We also have 081 71 75 6338 and 080 36 92 9933. Please call in to ask your questions and make contributions. This is a Maritime and Border Show with Delio Tommy anchoring. Doc, where you were. Okay, listeners, we have a caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, please introduce yourself. Where are you calling from?
My name is Prince of Peace. I'm calling from Agopa last way.
Okay. Prince of Peace, make your
Okay,
contribution.
yes. Good afternoon, our guest there.
Good afternoon to you. Thank you.
All right, sir. I'm very touched on the aspect of these words saying there's nothing we can do about it. I'm always very surprised when situations arises where a government official will be telling the citizens that there's nothing we can do about it. For me, I think it's incompetent, because I don't know why somebody will go to school, read PhD, get masters in a particular discipline, and then when he gets to the office where he
Hello.
supposedly
A point of correction here, please. Dr. Aziz
Okay.
Abayomi Mustafa is not a government worker. He doesn't work with the Nigerian Customs Service. He's also been affected. He's a freight forwarder. So he's talking about the implication of what they have done. He's not saying that he's not defending the Nigerian Customs Service. He's only stating the way it is.
Okay, now in that case, is there no way you guys, this quote unquote, the government there's nothing anybody can do about it. Is there no way you can get opinion, pass it across to those people who can implement it so that there'll be solution? Because we keep on talking about problems and difficulties, obstacles. Are there no solution? Don't we have hope in this country or in any sector? Because the more we see these things, the more inflation, the more difficulty, the more no money. Can't you people give government your opinion, your own suggestion? Like when P2B was coming, he was coming with different aspects of things he will do to bring solution to numerous problems Nigeria has. So you people on that sector, can't you organize yourself, meet the government officials? If they lack without, or that's a way to handle these things. Can't you people pass across solutions,
All right.
suggestions
All
that
right,
will help us out, all of us? Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir. Dr. Bayomi, sorry, you didn't answer that question when we started. Why did you people not make input when the Customs and the Excise Management Act was being brought made into law? Why did you not make your own input?
Well, you know, the industry is complex. You understand? And before the custom could make that, I know they consulted some quote stakeholders. Not all of them. There are some selected few that they consulted. The decision is best known to them. That is why I was telling you initially that when someone quoted that smuggle, the word smuggle, you need to be divine. When they were consulted, where that was not mentioned, then when the act was being read to them, can't they see it that this is not what we agree? But after implementation, they were now saying the word smuggle. Well, to the last caller, let me just let me educate you. There's a something we call demurrage and detention in shipping. There are two things. So when a container comes into the port for the shipping company, there is a time frame for you to carry your container. If you don't take the containers at the right time, it will become demurrage. Then when container left the terminal, there's a time frame for you to return the container back to terminal. If you don't return the container back to terminal, it becomes a detention. This is a global standard.
Okay.
That is how it works. But in Nigerian context, Nigerian company, shipping company, give you a 3 days when containers arrive to carry your container, in which you and I know that is not possible.
Sorry, sir. 3 days.
3 days.
Even if the container is going to Maiduguri.
It's 3 days.
What's the global standard, sir?
It depends on the countries.
No, there should be a standard.
Okay, the global standard, according to the WTO or IMO, is 1 week.
No matter which any part of the country is going.
Yes.
Okay.
Now let me narrow it down. At the air freight sector in Nigeria, before the demurrage could start counting on your shipment, is after 7 days.
Okay.
Normal charges will be there. Just THC, terminal handling charges, it's a normal thing. But after 7 days, when you have not taken your delivery, then you started counting demurrage. But at the seaport, where 80% of the world global trade is by sea,
yeah.
In Nigerian context, you are given 3 days. How does this? It can't work.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. You can't do it.
After 3 days, they start charging demurrage.
Of course.
And sir, pardon me to ask this. It's like with all this problem, you guys are sitting on your hands. You are not doing enough to protect yourselves and to protect the Nigerian people out there who are the final beneficiaries or final consumers of the goods that you people import and you clear from the ports.
Well, let me. You see, the market, even the rich and the poor, will all go to the same market. Okay, but the difference between the rich and the poor is that, let me give you an analogy which I don't pray to. If a bag of rice today is selling at the rate of 200,000 naira per unit, the rich can as well bought 100 bags if he wish. Why the poor cannot get 1/4 of it? But however, you said we are sitting down. We have written several times. So we have complained this several times. But by the time they are making this law, they will not.
Sir, a call is coming in. Let me pick this call. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, this is a Maritime and Border show. Good afternoon. Please introduce yourself. You have 2 minutes to make your points. Introduce yourself and tell us where you're calling me from.
Okay, good afternoon to the guests in the studio. My name is Chike. I'm calling from Apapa.
Chike, you're welcome to the program.
All right. My question is this. First of all, the explanation of the guest, I understand a bit of it, but I will tell you that it's not a free importer that understands all that grammar that is blowing in the studio. Because there's always these people that call themselves agents that negotiate and do all those transactions. Some importers are just like waiting for their goods to get to their destination or to arrive from overseas. Yeah. Now, my question is this. How much do he think that if he have an idea that it can cost an exporter from Nigeria here to export 20 feet container food stuff loaded with soya beans to a place like India or float glass to a place like China? And how many security agencies did he have an idea that government position to collect? No, I don't want to call it collect, to extort money from exporters and importers. Because sometimes I have talked that if my container comes around, I send them there to go and pick them. Sometimes I will be advised to pocket them with about 200,000 naira because they have so many people that you pay money before you get to where the container is. So my question is, I want to understand whether if the people who I'm working with, they are, extorting me, or the government is the one extorting me.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you so very much, my man. Doc, over to you. He wants to know what is really the cost implication of exporting containers of some farm produce to India and China.
Okay.
And which agencies are involved in the processing?
When you are talking about cost of exporting from point A to point B, we have different kind of shipping company, and their charges are varies. It now depends on you which one you wanted to use. I don't want to mention some name. You understand? So their charges are differ, and their service are differ. That is for transportation. I'm talking about the shipping line now. But in the areas of operation,
that's the processing at the ports before you get to the shipping. What does it cost? What does it? Who are the agencies that you have to go through?
The agencies that you have to go through mainly, in terms of farm produce, is NAFDAC, then plant quarantine. Then you must have your NEPC, Nigeria Export Council. Yeah, the goods you are exporting, is it meet up to standard goods? You understand me? Excuse me. So those are the things. Those are the majorly you meet. Then before you meet the customs. So when you are satisfied with all those that, then you meet the custom. Custom will check what you are taking out. Do you have NXP? Is it properly what you are taking is truly taken out? Then from there, after you have done all that, your goods can go. But I cannot give you this is the amount that is going to cost you. It's not what we are discussing here.
Because it has to be valued.
Of course.
It has to be classified, like you said before.
Of course.
All right. Okay, one more calls, please. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, this is the Maritime and Border Show with Dilio Tommy anchoring. We have Dr.
Yeah, my name is... Okay, yes, I really want to talk with the doctor. My name is Chidi. I'm calling from Okapa, Lagos.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm equally a freight forwarder. Yeah, I want to ask, concerning this new platform, Biodogu, the thing is giving us a hell of problems. Sometimes you pay duty, the duty will not drop. You want to print a DM, it will not work. And it's costing us a lot of issues, like demorages and the rest of them. You understand me? So I want to appeal to the doctor, who happens to be a colleague, to help us appeal to the Nigerian customs so that they will know what to do, so that the platform will be free for us to do our job. Like I have some containers at Lekki Terminal. Up to this moment, there are duties that are supposed to be paid. We call it DA, and that's additional duty. Doctor knows what I'm talking about. Up to now, I cannot print it. They have raised it out, actually. They cannot print it out. So a lot of demorages are being incurred here and there. So I want to appeal to the doctor as our representative to help us to speak to the government and Nigerian customs to know what to do so that we can do our work irrespective of time effectively. Thank you so much, sir.
You're very much welcome, Mr. Chidi. Doc, okay, listen, sir, the caller has mentioned it. Let's talk about a little bit about Bodogu. To you, what does it mean, and what's its the efficiency of the Bodogu as compared to the last platform that was being used, ISIS 2?
Well, to me, before this crisis started in the last couple of 2 weeks, the issue of Glench, according to the Nigerian Custom PRO, some days ago, he said the site was attacked by hacker.
Okay.
So that is why you have all this problem. But prior to that, the first experience that we have on Bodogu, I think it was on April or so. It was seamless for me. It's less than 5 minutes. I was able to generate everything I need to do. It was very, very easy for me.
Irrespective of the command you were operating from, it was seamless.
It was seamless
before
yes.
the attack.
Yes,
okay.
I was in my office, and a client was with me. We are discussing. They okay, let's do this thing. Is working through the system, likewise working through and within 5 minutes, everything was perfect. But unfortunately, after that, I was one of the people that was lucky then. But after that event, every other thing, although we should be expecting this when a new thing's coming to Nigeria, you understand me? But before implementation, I was expecting the Nigerian custom through CBN and Shippers Council come together, talk to the shipping company and terminal operator. This thing is coming. We will have an issue. Please kindly give grace period to these people. But like I said earlier on, nobody care. Everybody is doing own business. As far as money is concerned, nobody care about it. And this is killing. You are adding cost, you are adding more inflation to the nation. You can imagine what the last caller is saying. He can't even raise a DN.
Yeah.
And
that's a demand notice.
Yes, demand notice. Several people are down there throughout last week. Nobody can even generate anything. And the more the container lie down at the terminal, the happier the shipping and terminal are.
Because they incur more costs.
They incur more costs.
Sorry, Doc. The cost they incur for demurrage, is it arithmetic or geometric? As in, is it, okay, today it's 10 naira, tomorrow another 10 naira added? That's arithmetic. Yeah. Or is it today it's 10 naira, tomorrow another 10 naira plus a percentage of interest added to today's one? Is it, does it go that way?
It's go that way. They have what you call first period. So let me give an example. If the first period is 10,000 naira per day, that is for 5 days. Okay. After 5 days, it will go for second period. The second period might be 25,000 naira, and it's 5 days.
That's geometric, increasing geometric proportion
every day. Okay. I'm saying this because of the layman on the street for you to understand. Okay. That's how it is increasing every day.
And that adds so much to the cost of the goods.
Of course. Sometimes we have an issue whereby the shipping or terminal charges are more expensive than the cost of the duty. Because of one little delay or the other.
Okay.
So simply because, why are they this? Sorry to say, simply because over the years, nobody sanctioned anybody. You understand me? If Shippers Council as an economic regulator have sanctioned one shipping company or the others, you will not find ourselves in this situation.
Sorry, we keep asking that question. Why is it that the Shippers Council, Nigerian Shippers Council, cannot sanction any? They are the economic regulator of the port. Why can they not sanction the shipping companies and terminal operators?
Well, I can't answer that because I don't know why are they being afraid. This is a country whereby some organizations are more powerful than the government. Some organizations, they are more powerful than the government. By the several times, if I have some challenges with Max Line regarding one of our shipments, And mind you, let me tell you, some of these shipping companies, when they give you a debit note, we call it debit note to pay. After you make payment, your payment will be confirmed in India.
Not in Nigeria.
Not in Nigeria.
Not in Africa.
No.
Another continent.
Yes. Another shipping company.
For a shipping company doing business in Nigeria.
Yes. Their staff here in Nigeria are just physically staffs. So when the payment has been made, sent to email to them, they have to send it. There's another shipping company, when payment is made, confirmation will be confirmed from Mauritius. And it's from Mauritius where they will issue you DO before it gets to you.
That's delivery order.
Yes, delivery order. So look at time constraint. Look at the different location, the different continents. And Shippers Council knew this. And you know, in the maritime sector, time is the key.
Yeah.
You understand me? Time is the key. So by the time a company producing their machine is breakdown, and we are looking at within a week the container will be out, whereby there's an issue, sending a mail to the shipping company, they now forwarded that same mail to their counterpart over there in another country. What if there is an issue in that country whereby the crisis one way or the other? And so we are here, helpless.
Doc, I want us to talk about one more thing. That's the issue of the hike in licensing fees. But I need you to conclude on this FOB thing. Something like the caller was suggesting, something can still be done. Can't you freight forwarders and licensed customs agents, can't you form a pressure group and go to the house and say, let this portion of the SEMA Act be repealed? The portion that says a custom should collect 4% FOB for, because it's like from what you explained, they share from the 7% port development fee, and they are still having another 4% being charged on imported goods, which means they are collecting money from two different sources for their own maintenance. Aside the fact that they still have to submit a budget every year.
Yeah.
Abi?
Yes.
Am I correct?
But
am I wrong?
what they are
Why can't you can go to the house and say repeal this for part?
You see, there is a much more you can gain when you are united.
Okay.
And the government will not like you to be united, because when you are united, you will challenge them. The fact. So the so-called freight forwarding association in Nigeria are not united because one thing is bigger than the other.
Okay.
But however, all of us are in the same pot, doing the same business, seeing the same problem. We know the solution. But when the custom or the government calls one, A will speak for himself, and B will say otherwise.
So, but that's what some people describe as a crowd mentality now.
Yes.
Yeah. And everybody suffers, nobody goes up, and of course the government will continue to exploit that.
Yes, and government has seen it as an avenue for themselves. So when government want to do sometime, they will not call the right people. They will know that these are easy targets, so let's call them. Okay, call them. Then this is what disunity cause. You talk about increase in licensing fee.
Yes.
Can we say a little bit just about it?
Of course, go on ahead. That's what I was just going to ask you about.
All right, now.
Although, like you said, they corrected before, it is proposed.
Yes.
It's supposed to come effect from January next year.
200%
increase.
Yeah, I was. This is my personal opinion. I was thinking the Nigerian custom shouldn't even bring that to the table now.
Why?
Because a lot of crisis is there. The FOB is still there. You understand me? We are talking about democracy government. You understand me? You cannot add salt to the injury on the ground already. There is a lot of inflation already. Then you are now bringing in another increase on licensing fee. I understand.
Please, there's a call coming in. Let me pick it. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Maritime and Border Show. Diliu Tommy anchoring. With me is Dr. Aziz Abayomi Mustafa. Who's on the line, please, and where are you calling in from?
I am Chief Joseph, calling from Okafor.
All right, sir, Chief.
A maritime practitioner, yeah.
Please.
Golden Seas and Land Agencies Limited.
All right, sir. Please, could you make your contribution?
Yeah, I think the one you brought on board is well rooted to what you are telling, what is answering you.
Okay.
The major thing that is bedeviling that industry is the disunity among the practitioners. So I thank him very much for bringing up this very, very serious issue. So the government, they are capitalizing on that ego clash that we have, and that is the problem. The ordinary Nigerian are suffering. You see, the FOB increase. Doctor, what's his name, please?
Dr. Aziz Abayami Mustafa.
Dr. Aziz, you see, what is the relevance of that increase? If not to make Nigerians suffer the more. We have many other taxes that is being channeled on the imported goods. And they're now bringing this 4%. It looks, how do I put it? So it sounds like a swindling kind of a policy, swindling the populace to no benefit. We have other taxes that we have been laboring upon, and then this very one coming in at this very dispensation. So it is uncalled for. And then the other increase in the license. Why the increase on license? If you look at other licenses that are operational,
it's not been implemented though. It's going to be implemented from next year if it's left that way.
Let me tell you, we've been there. That's how what they say is they go ahead, because there are some people who work with them, partner with them, and then the customs will have their way. So that is not the problem. The maritime sector, the practitioners are suffering a lot of distractions. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you're still on air. Go on.
Yeah,
Sir. You have 30 more seconds, sir.
Okay. Like when you come to transport, Minister of Transport, which MPA is part of, you see they have a branch who name themselves freight forwarder, and then they are attached to that. Then the real customs license agents, their own union is devastated that they don't even actually understand where they're supposed to pitch their tent. They are supposed to have a national union that is under customs purely, because the port is owned by the customs. But these other people that are causing this problem, they attach themselves to CRFFN causing this one, which CRFFN is telling us they are controlling the port. MPA is there, CRFFN is there. All these things are the problem. Why the customs, those the owners of the port, the people that are operating with their legitimate licenses, don't even have a say. So Dr. Abayame will understand what I'm saying. That's
sir,
our
please.
major problem.
All right, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so very much, sir. A point of
Thank you,
correction.
my dear.
Point of correction there. It's the MPA that are the owners of the ports.
Yes.
They are the landlords.
They are the landlord, yes.
The customs,
No. The customs is they are the only landlords. But the customs are the owners of the port.
No, the customs make use of the ports. The MPA are the landlords. They are the owners of the port. They are the ones that.
They are the landlords, yes.
Yeah, they are the
But
ones.
the customs are the owners of the port.
It's all right, sir.
Yes, because without the customs, you cannot bring out one pin of anything in that port.
Yes.
Am I right?
But without the port,
Yeah.
you can't have the customs being there now. So somebody has to have the port before you now see somebody coming to collect something from the port.
He's like yes, the landlord owns the house, but the tenant hires it, and is a legitimate owner of that place.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's all right, sir. Okay, have yourself a lovely day, sir. No, doctor,
Thank you. Please, hello.
Yes, sir.
Please, can I get the contact of Dr. Abayomi? I need his contact, please.
Oh, okay. He will give. You call back later.
Okay.
Right. Doc.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this hike in licensing fee.
Yes.
Another call is coming. Let's take this call, please. Okay, it's gone. So hold on, please. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome to the program. This is the
Hello, good
Maritime
afternoon.
Show. Bilutomi on the anchor.
Yes. My name is Dr. Bashir Ambi,
Doctor, you're welcome.
a maritime Dr. Bashir Ambi, a maritime practitioner.
All right, sir. Welcome, sir.
First of all, I want to appreciate the Voice of the People Radio for coming out with this program.
You're very much welcome.
Secondly, I have two observations to make. You know, in journalism, for any radio station or television to be recognized as being professional, objective, and balanced in line with the ethics of the profession, is for them to maintain balance whenever they are carrying out reportage or discussions on any sensitive issue.
Yes, sir.
Our attention was drawn last week that one of your guests on this particular program was castigating the effort of Nigerian Shippers Council. Regrettably, today, I'm on steering. I had to park. You can hear. I heard your guest, the esteemed doctor, saying he doesn't know what Nigerian Shippers Council is doing. I want this presenter of this program, please, to go to the Shippers Council website. That is the only, parastatal in the country that offers free service when it comes to shippers or stakeholders recovery. The council has been making recoveries into billions
Okay.
to the service providers and to the complainant at no cost.
Doc, sir.
I expected to the analyst there to be objective.
Okay.
He said he had a problem with Max Line. Has he reported it to Shippers Council and see that there is nothing? I was waiting to hear in his analysis whether he will be able to pinpoint the major problems concerning some of the service consumers of the service. Because some are fictitious with their dealings. When you are importing and you are providing fictitious address on your BL, and when there is problem, council cannot even track you. And I want to, correct a statement he said that it is only 3 days that the 3 days. No, shippers companies differ. Just like the way we have some shippers companies that they don't charge for container deposit, others charge. So it differs. And I want to place it on record. Though I'm not the spokesman of Nigerian Shippers Council. No, I'm a passerby. But I want justice all over.
Doc, I was hoping that you are Dr. Bashir of Nigerian Shippers Council, that you could come to this.
I am the one, but I'm not the spokesperson. I am not the spokesperson, sir.
Doc, I would love to have. I've been trying to get somebody from the Nigerian Shippers Council to come to this program because, of course, like you rightly observed, there's a whole lot of accusations of non-performance from people, and maybe because you guys have not been speaking very much about what you do. So
no, sir. Excuse me, presenter. In fact, I'm happy to have you now. I will link you with the head of PR, God willing. For your information, before the intervention of Shippers Council, in terms of off-dock terminal charges, it was the nomenclatures were 28 in numbers. Shippers Council had to intervene and they brought it to 5 today concerning the groupage cargo.
All right, sir.
But it's unfortunate for somebody to go online and to be talking like that. Had him been, he has a genuine reason. With due respect, it's an academia. And we talk with empirical part.
Okay, all right, sir. Thank you so very much.
After today, I am talking online on the air that if he has a complaint, legitimate complaint that has to do with anything in the industry, he should come. We are going to get it back for you.
All right, sir.
At no cost.
All right. Thank you so very much, sir. And I'll get in touch with you so I can have your spokesperson to come to this program, sir. I very much.
Please, that is my number. But let's be objective in our reportage, please.
All right, sir. Thank you so very much.
Shippers Council is there protecting everybody.
Okay.
And we don't collect cover from anybody. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, sir. Doc, we have run out of time, but make your conclusion so that we can close with the program.
Well, when you are having this kind of program, there is always I like the response we have so far. You understand me? And no man is an island.
Yeah,
And nobody is monopoly of knowledge. Yeah, but the issue of the last speaker, what he said about Shepherds Council, that's it for future discussion. You understand?
I need to get them here.
So
he also made reference to the fact that the speaker last week also made reference to them.
so something is wrong somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
So now my conclusion goes to the government of the government. Excuse me, which is the custom, the federal government, the minister of finance, and the CBN governor, and minister of marine and blue economy. Please, in Nigeria we're having an issue. We are having an issue. Just like I said earlier on, everything goes back to the end user. So we cannot add more to what is on the ground. I understand that what concerns the life is changes. So for years, this license fee has been there for years. So custom need to review, which is fine, but not at this time. There is a time for everything.
And you are not also talking about the percentage of increase.
No.
Should it be that 200% increase?
It's too high. Nobody will accept that 200 of increase. Nobody will accept it. But it's need for review. The license needs to be reviewed. The people that's going to operate with the license need to be reviewed. This is not the time to discuss about this.
All right, sir. Thank you so very much, sir.
Thank you.
This is, of course, the Maritime and Border Show with Dili Utomi here. Our guest today has been Dr. Abayemi Mustafa. He's an experienced freight forwarder, an erudite scholar, one who knows his onions when it comes to everything freight forwarding and shipping, oil and gas. Dr. Abayemi, you're welcome. Thank you for coming to the program.
Thank you once again for having me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to draw the curtain here and hope to see you again next week. Thank you for being part of this program. Continue to be there for us. God bless you. Have yourself a wonderful week ahead.